3 years ago, there was the beatification of Sister Irene Stefani Nyaatha in May of 2015, and today it is the third feast, celebration of the feast of Stefani Nyaatha. You remember that, or you may know that Irene Stefani Nyaatha died on the 31st of October 1930, and on the day of her beatification in May 2015, it was declared that her feast in remembrance of, quote-unquote, the day she entered heaven would be 31st of October, and that is today. So this is the third anniversary, or the third feast to be celebrated, and it's being marked in Nyeri County, of course, bearing in mind that Irene Stefani Nyaatha served in Nyeri County until 1930 when she died. I'm having trouble saying Nyeri County because those days in 1930 there was no Nyeri County, but basically that's what it is. She was serving at Gikondi community. Gikondi Catholic Church was where her remains had been kept before they were transferred to the Nyeri Cathedral cemetery, and after the beatification, the remains had been moved to a church at Mathari, and later on they were moved to the Nyeri Cathedral Church. And Martin Monene is there. Martin Monene, good morning, and how is the feast of Irene Stefani Nyaatha going?
All right, very good morning to you, Sam Gituko in studio. And as you can see, what is happening here today is that the Catholic faithful from this part of the country and even across the country have gathered today to mark the third anniversary of this particular event that is very special, especially to the Catholic people. And as what has happened here today, Sam, is that there's a procession on the road. Faithful have come actually from different areas, and they've walked across the town just in honor of this particular saint, our blessed Irene, who is just one step to becoming a saint. And now what is actually happening right now is that they're making their way into Nyeri Cathedral, where Our Lady of Consolata Catholic Cathedral, where we expect that there's going to be a mass. And just to help the viewer understand what is happening, this is the relic that was actually brought here that actually marks that particular blessed Irene Nyaatha, who is the saint. As you can see, they've made their way into the church. That is the gate of the Nyeri Cathedral, where we expect that there's going to be a service. And like you mentioned, Sam, in this particular community, this particular lady, or this particular blessed Irene is considered highly because of her work in a local community in this particular region. People actually here call her Nyaatha, which is actually the Kikuyu name for mercy, because of the way she poured out herself to serve the community of this of Nyeri people. And it was in a local village at a time when there were no good hospitals, and that is in the 1930s. And so a lot of people have a lot of respect for her, and a roundabout was erected in her honor, and also it serves as a tourist site where people come from across the world to just come and have an experience of what it's like. As you can see, they've just arrived at the cathedral, and we expect that any time now there's going to be a mass that will be conducted in her honor, just to remind the people of her works. We expect that the Archbishop of Nyeri, Muheria, will actually be leading that particular mass. So that is how things are in Nyeri County, Sam. That procession has just made its way into the church, and we expect that any time now the service should be starting. A very significant day for the Catholic faithful in this particular county, considering that this has only happened once in Africa, and therefore they feel honored to have been part of this, and that the person who is actually set to become a saint was actually serving a community well known to them. That's how things are. Back to you in studio, Sam Gituko.